So today I want to chat about rocking up for your first rifle match. It can be quite an intimidating experience showing up for your first long-range rifle match if you don't know how to set up your rifle and you don't know how to true the ballistics and so on. So I just want to chat you through sort of what I do in terms of setting up for a long-range rifle match. We might redo this video at some point and just go out and actually show you guys how to physically do it. But I like to show up for a match really early. Like I'm usually there like an hour and a half before because I want to give myself plenty of time if I have a car issue on the way there, or I want to stop for a coffee and a breakfast, or I have an issue with my firearm, that I have plenty of time to sort that out on the range. I've even sometimes like struggled with my firearm to zero, and then I find that there's a little screw loose that I didn't check at home. Like, we make mistakes, we're human, and then I don't panic right before the match and I can start the match in a nice calm mental state. So essentially what I do is I rock up at the range, register, whatever the case may be. As soon as that zero range opens, my rifle gets put down. I range the 100-meter target. I make sure I'm exactly 100 meters away from that target. So I sometimes move my mat a little bit forward or backwards. It's usually quite close, within a meter or two. And I just make sure I get a solid 100-meter zero. What's nice for me with the Vortex AMG I shoot, I'm not limited to click values, so I can use the Allen key adjustment and really get a 100% zero where I want it. As soon as I have that, I'll snug up all my turrets again, and I will use my ballistic app and work out what I sort of need to shoot something at about 500 meters. As soon as I do that, I'll dial in my solution, I'll take a look at the wind, I'll get a good wind reading, I'll look at the rain, and I'll try and make as good guess as I can based off the information I have, and try and make a shot at about 500 meters. That's usually a good estimate, like it's a good range to true your ballistics to. So I'll take a shot at 500 meters. Usually I'm pretty spot on because my setup's quite good now and I haven't changed anything in a very long time, so I'm relatively okay with my data. But if I'm not, let's say for example I hit a half a target low, I will make that adjustment in my scope, and then I'll re-engage the target, and I'll usually want to do that early in the day too, before those targets get shot up by another competitor. So if I'm shooting at a plate at 500 meters, if I'm the first or second person to take shots at that plate, it's usually freshly painted and I can see where my shots are landing. Whereas if you get there, if you're the 40th shooter to do that, that target's all shot up by that time. So that's not ideal, and then you can't really see, you see the plate swinging, but you could have hit it at the bottom or on the top or wherever the case may be. So I really want to check that I'm hitting in the center of that plate. Once I have that, I'll go back into my ballistics calculator and just true my ballistics. I'll link a video at the end of this one if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, I'll link it in the description as to how to true your ballistics to your ballistic app. And that'll give you a new speed. You save that, then I go back to the zero target, I double check my zero again, and then I'll engage targets out. I'll engage the furthest target out they have on that range for that day. And just to double check that, and I'll check distances in between, but I don't shoot too much before a match. Once I have my ballistics trued, I'll generally engage a target at about 1,000 meters 3 or 4 times, just make sure I'm hitting that good, get a good feel for the wind, shoot something a little bit closer, like 300 or so, and lastly I'll dial back to zero, shoot the zero target again, and I should be center punching where I zeroed it last, put my rifle away and wait for the match to start. And yeah, I generally don't look at matchbooks before the time anymore. I find that it doesn't help me at all. I just overthink stages. So I'll wait for the stage breathing and sort of figure it out as we go. So that's basically how I tackle heading up to a new match. We'll be hosting our first NRL match on the 23rd of February. If you guys come early, I'll be there. I'll help you through this process if I have the time on the morning, but there'll be plenty of other shooters if I don't, because obviously I'll be involved with the running of the thing. There'll be other guys to sort you out with that too. So we're super excited to meet you guys there. I hope this video helps. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there, shoot your rifles, be safe, and have a good time doing so. Thanks for watching. Bye.